Oh, hello. It's You Hate to See It. You should become a patron and watch our video version, which definitely hasn't been trashed this one.
My balls are out if you are watching the...
Ooh.
Yep, they're just dangling.
Jeff's having a shot.
I've had one every episode this month. So in the last 3 hours, I've had 5 cans on top of the alcohol I drink. Cheers, half of this is on his desk.
He's such a cool
I'm not even in the video.
He's such a cool guy.
Oh god. So half down my beard. Oh god.
Save it for later.
Oh god, yeah, I'll talk to the officer that pulls me over. He can lick it out. I'm gonna sit back now.
John Cena.
That sounded horrible.
It's
Talking about John Cena and his ability to be in shows.
Now that's what we call a fucking segue, folks. And yes, we call out segways? Segways?
We call out
Maybe
our
we should
subways.
record every episode of a month in one day in like a 3-hour period. Maybe it is a bad time.
No, it's more fun. Speaking of
The
John
farther into the month you get, the worse we get.
Call the final episode of the month the blackout special.
every month.
Yeah.
No, that's the that's the months
we
that
all
have
get
5
black-
weeks.
we all get blackout, and then afterwards, like we stop recording. It's just us trying to sober up throughout the day.
We
start recording at like we start recording at like 9 a.m. We're done by like noon or 1, so we can sober up to go home by like 8.
Oh yeah, Adam's looking at me like it's my topic. Oh, Jeff's also looking at me. It is my topic. So what we're talking about today is
Why is the mic so close
last
to your
week-
face?
yeah,
How
but I'm
can
trying-
you just hold? I mean, you're fat. This is the bullying he gets at the gym, by the way. So Nick signed up for my gym, and I think one of the best lines I've ever said to someone as a comeback happened at my gym. I think it was like his 1 month in. You know, my coach is there. He owns the gym, and Nick starts coming in on Wednesdays at the same time I do. And Nick finally started doing bench press, and he was doing bench press his 3rd week or something. He was doing it, and it was me, my coach, and then one of the other people that work out there. Standing together, and my coach, whose name is JT, he turns to me. He's like, "Hey, man, he might be able to bench 405 before you." And I went, "Well, yeah, I mean, a body weight bench press is pretty fucking normal for people." And then my coach went, "Well, fuck." And then the guy next to me went, "Holy shit," and just left. He just left the gym. He was just done for the day. He was like, "Oh my god," and he left. Nick heard none of it.
I was trying not to...
I think he was benching 95, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. You were getting back into bench press. I think you should start light. That's how it works.
Jeff did personally stop me from throwing 50 pounds on a brand new...
So Nick did some wild shit. So there was one day that Nick was doing bench, and if someone's doing bench, you should probably just be near them for spotting, just because bench is the only thing that
can kill you.
Well, it's not even if you're doing heavy weight. Bench is if you you could be completely healthy and you're doing bench, but say you cramp up or something, it's going onto your chest and then you're just stuck there. Squat, you can drop it, go onto the fucking spotting rack, whatever. You can drop the weight off of you. You can lean forward and drop it, whatever. Bench is deadlift. You drop the weight. There's nothing holding it onto you, unless you're using wraps, which you're just a pussy and don't have grip strength, which is wild.
Totally wasn't looking for wraps last week.
There are some. They're hidden. Wild how that works in the gym that we go to. But no, Nick was what were you benching? You weren't even benching. I think you might have just benched.
Might have just hit a plate. So
yeah. I think he was doing 135, and he was let's throw a 25 on each side. And I was like, Nick, that is a fucking 50-pound jump from where we're at right now. You did this for 6. That is a 50-pound jump. You might be able to get... I'm not saying you can't do it, but, I'm going to be here because that is a wild jump you're going for. As someone who powerlifts, me being oh, that was easy. I got, 4 of those. My jumps aren't, 40 pounds from there. I'm not oh, wow, I did that really easily. Let's, go from 245 to 280 right now because, I'm feeling good. No, it's oh, I feel good. Let's go up 10 pounds. See how that goes.
Yeah.
Not hey, that felt good. Let's go up 50 pounds. Let's just, from a plate itself to 25 pounds. You know how many plates there are, or weights you can throw on before you get to a 25?
Several.
There's 4. You can throw on a half-pound plate, a 2.5 pound, a 5, a 10, and then
Some
it goes
gyms have a
25.
15.
Do they? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
What gyms have you gone to? That's never been a
The
thing
ones
I've
at
ever seen.
the ones at Export have 15.
Do they
I've
really?
seen 25s.
Well, 25
25 is normal, yeah.
25 is normal. So like, it depends on if you you're in
I
like
have seen not
like 15
often.
kilo.
No, 15 pounds.
Yeah, 15 pound.
That's wild.
It's I usually see them at like.
I don't think I've ever seen.
I've only
I
ever
saw them a lot at any time.
I think this might be because
I've gone to Anytime. Like Anytime was what I was like. What I went to when I was like dating
really?
Kristen.
Like I was gonna say, like I usually would ever see
I've
them at
only
like
seen-
the normal person gym.
I've
like
seen
the-
2.5. The normal weights I've seen are 2.5, 5, 10, 25. Because everything between 15 to 25 you can make with the 10, 5, and 2.5. So I've never seen a 15.
Seen 15, yeah.
Someone Google a 15-pound weight. I've never seen one. I'm interested in what that looks like compared between the 10 and the 25-pound weight.
I got over here, Adam. That way, Jeff can actually see it when I hit him my phone.
That's true. I would have to stand up to look at it for where you're going. Yeah, no, that's a kilo plate. Yeah, those are kilos.
Well, I've typed pound.
Well, yes,
Here.
kilos to pounds work.
You can buy them 15 pounds.
Oh, you're talking about the bumper plates. Yeah.
That's what I see. That's what I see.
Oh, so our gym, like, we
Are
have
you talking
bumper
about
plates.
dumbbells? Because I see
No,
dumbbells.
well,
too.
yes, dumbbells are very, like, those are just in 5-pound increment.
I've seen them where they're not bumper plates. I have seen that, though.
Really?
Yeah.
I've only seen the bumper plates, and I guess I didn't think about the bumper plates because I personally don't use them.
Mhm.
I only use normal, like, metal plates, or we go into the kilo plate.
Well, I was able to full rep 155 this week, so that was fun. That was
Wild. So, congrats. Still not 185, which would have been a 40-pound jump from where you were. So,
That's
Could have done it.
Highway 189.
Could have done
could you?
it. Could have, yeah.
Small jumps.
Could have repped it.
We don't just fucking go for every goal we have here.
Jeff's not allowed to lift with weight I am because last time he did that, he dropped me on my chin. He's not allowed to only lift what I weigh.
That's true. I've never deadlifted 185. I go from 135 to 225 to 315 to 405 because I go on plates.
I have yet to traditional deadlift. I don't think I use clips at all at the gym, just so that way I can like throw it off. Like so I can,
That
like,
is so
tilt it.
dangerous.
Yeah,
That is the most.
that's stupid.
Hey, I want you
to remember this moment as the moment that you realize you're stupid.
Yeah, I'm gonna come in Wednesday afternoon. I want that to be the first thing you say to JT and see how that goes for you.
It's wild. This JT has helped me set up bench and has also not thrown on.
Well, yeah, no, like he won't throw on clips, but if you go up and tell him the reason that you don't have clips on is because you think you can just drop the weight to one side to get rid of it, I would like to see what his facial expression is. The most reason most people don't throw the clips on their weights is because they believe they can rep it out.
Also, I'd like to point out, like, so in the past 3 to 5 years, personal training and lifting mechanics.
It's changed
become-
greatly.
It's become much more personalized. There is no dogma anymore.
Really?
I mean, there are people
Well, yeah,
who say
because
there's a
so
dogma, but
so
like,
most people used to, from the era of the
like never
six,
curve your back. Now Jefferson curls are becoming a thing.
yeah,
In seated good mornings. You laughed at Jefferson curls a year ago, and
Yeah.
now Jefferson curls are like an actual thing that
So-
are promoted.
it's gotten to the point where it's like, oh, people have different testosterone levels as men. Like us three
Yeah.
all have different testosterone levels. Like we have there's that, there's activity level, there's your nutrition, height, your weight, like everything is different between us.
I feel like that's something because like I didn't realize that, and I build my own thing because I have a free gym that I pay for because my community. It's in my community center. They
Well, the
don't.
thing with
They
weight
don't
loss-
do personal trainers.
Yeah, weight loss has completely changed in the past.
Weight
5
loss
years.
is just-
completely.
Weight loss is
Because-
only based off calorie deficits.
Yeah, that's
So-
and calorie
I just
deficits.
learned that
yeah.
because I just went
So
on a
here's the thing,
diet.
weight loss changed. Weight loss just entered a new era in the past, I'd say 2 years, because it used to. So I'd say 10 years ago, it was 10-15 years ago. Weight loss was calories in, calories out. Then it became fats, carbs, everything. What quality food? It became all that. And now it's going back to calories in, calories out.
It's
And
not
that
even-
is
it's not
actually how
even-
it works.
It's not even calories in, calories out. It's just your calories.
Mhm.
It's just what you need to maintain as a human being. Not like, and then there is a calculator that does that, and based off of your activity level, and then it tells you what you need to maintain your body weight.
I do think that like you need certain things in order to do it better. Like
you need to eat healthy.
Yeah, I do.
Like
I
can't
just have
Jeff,
Reese's cups
Jeff
until
and
my calories.
Jeff and I had this conversation the other week. Like I use a high quality olive oil for cooking, and Jeff uses spray.
Yeah, I use the 0 calorie spray.
Yeah, and
because
like,
I don't have as many calories I can spend.
Yeah, and like I think that yeah, that's fine. I also think that there are certain minerals and fats and stuff that you need, and if you don't get it, it will hinder you.
I don't think for weight loss there are certain
I think at some point it's going to become a hindrance because you're going to need those things in order to function.
I think to be healthy, yes, there are things you need.
Okay.
I don't think to lose weight that there are certain vitamins and minerals you need.
If you view weight loss and being healthy as two separate things, I
yes,
guess.
which I do.
Okay.
Like because there are people who like me like. Yeah. I will say, like, am I healthy? Absolutely not. I eat mostly protein. Yeah. I eat no vegetables or fruits.
Have fun with your kidney stones.
Yeah, exactly. like I take a bunch of supplements because of the fact that I don't eat them in my natural diet. But I think if you do like what I do and you do supplement the things you don't have, you are not. Well, you'll be okay.
I started taking vitamin D. Magnesium.
Yeah, fucking everyone listening to this, fucking
get vitamin D supplements. Yes,
and magnesium. Those are the two things you are missing. And if you're tired all the time, congrats.
I take magnesium. I started taking magnesium 3-plate a week ago, and I've never had better sleep in my entire life. I'm so much better. When
you don't take magnesium. Take magnesium.
It is a game
I just
changer.
do like the normal like
multivitamins. Multivitamins are good.
They will get you everything else you need, but there are things that most humans are very like
vitamin D
on.
And magnesium. You might be better because you're out in the sun like working, right? No, not anymore. No.
It's winter.
Oh, that's fair. So, but yeah, especially during winter, vitamin D's crucial.
But also,
it's also great for people who are depressed.
Yes.
But also, by the time that warm weather starts, I'm not working for my dad anymore.
Then like vitamin D's gonna be crucial. But like Jeff said, magnesium, fucking game changer. It is huge.
It is the
number one deficiency.
Yeah, the number one deficiency on all the world in human beings. Yeah, we got
this. So I think that's technically iron.
No, it's magnesium.
Is it magnesium?
The past few weeks, so like I go up and down in my ability to fall asleep, but I'm also like my ability to fall asleep is just wild in general.
Oh, I'm the same. I can fall asleep like that.
I'm the opposite.
Okay.
It takes me an hour to decompress, to then feel okay to sleep, and then I fall asleep anywhere between 5 minutes and an hour and a half. And it really just depends. And Morgan, she can fall asleep
like... I haven't taken it in almost a week now because like I ran out and I just haven't run back like Morgan. A huge thing for me is like last night, dead ass tired. We got off, took me 2 hours to go to bed.
So Morgan can fall asleep like this.
I've always been able to
wakes
do that,
up
but my
quality
of quality of sleep is garbage. Because like I can always fall asleep within 5 minutes of my head hitting the pillow. But like I would wake up, I'd go to work, and then within like 2 hours, I'm like falling asleep at my desk, and I'm dragging, and
So the whole thing with me is like I can go almost the whole day like without like taking caffeine. Like I don't have to drink an energy drink within like an hour of being at work and being like awake. I can like go through my day and I'll be like, holy shit, like I'm alive.
I feel like once a week for me, I'm like taking the Advil PM or the ZQL or something to get myself to.
You take this if you take mine for 2 weeks, if you take Nick's, it'll affect you a little bit quicker because it's a higher dose.
Literally that night.
Yeah, it is like a higher dose and like
magnesium. I would go to Walmart.
We'll just send it to you. We'll just send it to you.
Send me what you guys do and I'll figure it out.
The blood-brain barrier, so like it immediately goes into your brain once you take it. But
my biggest thing is gonna be convincing Morgan to also take because she like will fall asleep immediately, but will have a shit night's sleep, and that's every fucking night.
I recommend personally taking it in the morning. Like that's when I take all my supplements.
I take mine with dinner.
I take all my stuff in the morning.
I struggle with taking pills in general because it's more of a mental thing.
I put them on my desk, and at some point during the day, I'll see them and I go, I'm gonna take them.
That's a big thing because it goes on the bathroom counter, but we clean the house.
They sit right above, like, so I have like a shelving unit above like my toilet. So my immediate thing when I go to the bathroom in the morning as I'm waking up, the first thing I see is all of these fucking supplements, and then I just take all of them.
So I have two issues with,
which might not be the healthiest.
You're supposed to take them with food.
I eat right after that.
So I don't, but I have two issues with supplements. My first issue is I can't remember. So like, I leave it out on the clean, or people come over or something, and it all revolves around cleaning. They get put away. Then I don't take them because I can't.
You don't see them.
I don't see them.
That's why, like, it's nice having my own bathroom. Like, that shit just stays there.
And, well, mine's bright blue and green. Like, it's not pretty. And then my next thing is refilling. Every Sunday, like, it depends.
You have to make it a thing of when you first wake up.
So, well, like,
you're more likely to do things if it is the first thing you do in the morning.
So my thing,
I take the multivitamin. I take that's subscribed. Like, I just got a refill. Like, that's automatically on the month. It gets refilled. It's a little pricey, but like it has really high quality stuff. And it's
so my issues with all of that is
heads up. Like, if you are very deficient in things, maybe find a high like multivitamin. But like,
that's
the things
I
that
wouldn't
the
do
things
the customized stuff because it doesn't customize exactly how you want.
I feel better. I do feel better when I am taking my multivitamin. I haven't taken shit for 2 months now, and it is just because
just take a multivitamin.
So because
you'll be at least getting some of the stuff
on Sunday.
Take it with food.
That's the huge thing too.
Okay, so my big thing is I don't eat breakfast. I don't eat in the morning.
Then bring it with you. Throw it in your lunchbox when you eat.
But I have my pill thing. It was set to AM PM. I take it at dinner, and dinner.
As long as you're taking it with food, you'll actually absorb some of the
dinner
vitamins.
is usually my first meal of the day.
Oh wow,
well, that's your problem.
That's
also why it is hard for you to lose weight.
You take a super dose of vitamin D, potatoes, and steak and eggs. You basically completely reset your stomach circadian rhythm.
That is also, I don't believe in those things. I think like, I don't know, those things are wild to me. I don't think those are 100% things you should follow. You want to reset your stomach? Do the normal. You eat only toast, bananas, rice, apples.
I followed a dude on Instagram who did it's not a SADS diet. It's basically only meat. It was like a very specific stomach reset diet for a month, and like it cleared his skin and everything.
So I eat relatively healthy. Every once in a while I get we drink, or I get the hankering for I need chocolate, or like whatever.
Carnivore GAPS diet is the thing we eat.
But don't worry about those things. Just eat clean.
I know. I also don't have major skin issues.
Well, also skin issues. Just use the fucking things that are prescribed for those.
My issues are like I usually don't eat till dinner or like 3 o'clock, and that's nothing other than literally I wake up in the morning, and this has been my entire life. Even since I was a child, I'm not hungry. I'm not a morning person. I want to murder people before I want to eat anything. And then it's usually around noonish that I even start to get hungry. And I'm at work. It's work 2 more hours or take a hour lunch break and have to work longer, or I could just... It's kind of like that. Within 3 more hours, 3 more hours isn't going to kill me either way. I could work the 3 more hours and be a little hungry and then eat as soon as I get done.
You're gonna have harder cravings after those 3 hours.
Yes, I do get that, and so that's
the huge thing with like my weight loss. Like I've lost almost 15 pounds now. I weighed 283 before my last competition. I weigh 270 now. So like almost 15-ish pounds. The huge thing is just eating regularly fucking changes everything. Well, even just eating clean, like as long as you eat like your normal, like
so what I'll do,
I have less calories than I used to eat, but like eating regularly has changed.
What I do
everything.
During the week, mostly what I do is at night I cook a cup and a half of rice, maybe a cup and 3/4 sometimes,
Well, here's the thing. You guys are lucky that like you guys can set like exactly what you eat every day. I have someone else that I have to worry about. Like not like I have to focus on, but like we're eating the same thing.
Yeah.
Like it's not like, and I have to like, I can't just go off of. I can't just have rice every day.
Well, it's rice and chicken, but yeah, no,
But
I
I
agree with you.
can't
It's
do
the same
that.
thing every day.
I literally can't.
I don't
do
because
that.
like, I couldn't do that. But also I stick to a pretty strict diet because if I went off of it, I would eat soup shit. My whole thing is like kind of how like you do it. Like I make sure I have food made for like the next day.
I've learned
we can't do that because like I can't make something and be like tomorrow or pre-plan or like I can't pre-plan. I personally am fully okay with I have my week's worth of meals, whether I want them or not. I eat them. That's how I've grown up. I can't because that's not how Morgan's grown up. Morgan's always grown up with.
I think we all three kind of grew up in the same way.
Yeah,
like what was made for like the next couple days. Congrats, that's what you're eating.
I grew up on bologna and
and how Morgan grew up was in 1 hour I want to eat this. Let's figure out how to do that really quick. Like that's how she grew up. And so we have like
disgusting.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's how my lunches were, like on the weekends.
But
so my parents were like, "I'm not fucking cooking for you 3 meals a day. You can figure out the middle day. I'll make you breakfast, and you can help me make you breakfast, and then you can like whatever I'm making for dinner is what the fuck you're having."
Yeah,
so
and so that's where a lot of things have had to start changing for me. Is I've had to get used to. If it's something like a casserole or something that one of us can commit to immediately without asking the other person and moving forward, which isn't normally me because I work 16-hour days, 3 days a week. So that's not normally a thing that I can control. If I was to just, Morgan shows up after work and I have something being made or whatever, she'd deal with it. Like, it's fine. It's I get home at
Jeff
3
just wiped up liquor with Mike Jackson.
Oh, you can if you're a patron, if you're a patron, you can see it.
Bitch.
Yeah. But yeah, no, my biggest I have always been able to gain and lose weight fucking so easily. Like in 9 days, I've lost 10 pounds.
That's water. That's water.
That is not like you easily losing it. It's because of how you eat and drink things.
Well, so
I'm assuming beforehand you didn't drink a shit ton of water, and you probably
did.
I'm assuming you was like consumed of quite a bit of sodium.
I haven't changed my diet at all.
There you go.
No, but even with my diet, I haven't changed my diet at all. I've changed my caloric intake.
That's changing your diet, my guy.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but like what I eat.
Yes, that
changed.
does. Yeah. Oh, what you eat. Okay.
What I eat has not changed.
Do you change it throughout the day?
I've gone over twice by like 300 calories, but like I went on about a year and a half ago. I went healthier. I went healthier with what I eat. I started watching what I ate and was healthier with what I was eating. I was still gaining weight. And then I went in 2 weeks ago or 9 days ago, everything's pointing me to watch your calories. So I did the app that monitors my calories for me. And I'm also a person that eats for fun. Like,
yeah, that's your problem.
Eat for boredom. And I stopped.
I'm actually a person that like yesterday, like, if I am on my computer all day, I'll forget to fucking eat until like.
I literally did that a week ago. I was playing video games all day, did not eat until dinner, but like, I don't know, like, I stop when I'm full. I stop eating when I'm kind of hungry. When I'm going to bed, I like will do like one serving of like popcorn or something to like just tie me over to do something until I can fall asleep. And I've just limited my caloric intake, lost 10 pounds. And that's really how I've always been my entire life is I limit what I eat and stop eating the way I want to eat, like in terms of quantity.
I want you to know all the weight you've like lost and stuff is just water weight. Like that's not like an actual.
I'm proud of
weight
you.
loss.
That's
Like
that's
congrats,
a good start.
like yes, congrats.
But here's
like,
the thing: I'm not trying now.
You're probably less inflamed, also.
Are you bloated?
Well, yeah, because I have a gluten intolerance and I keep eating gluten.
Well, that's on you.
Yeah,
That's
on-
But
Yeah.
how our world says that people who can't have gluten are pussies, and so no one
Well,
gives
yes,
a fuck.
you are a giant pussy.
Well,
for
no,
it,
like
but
it's a thing of like it's an allergy that people have that no one fucking gives a shit
Debatable.
about because
yes, because you're pussies.
Do you? This is probably reopening old stuff. Do you actually have celiac? Is it actually
I have a
disease?
celiac
Buddy,
intolerance.
buddy,
I don't
we
have
talked about this on like the 4th episode of
Yeah,
our podcast.
so-
I know that
no,
was
no,
what 2 years ago.
yeah, no,
3.
so
We're on
so
season 3.
Fuck.
I don't have
I know that is the crazy part of this.
I don't have celiac disease.
Okay.
I have celiac intolerance, the
Okay.
same way that people have lactose intolerance.
What if I just stop saying celiac? Will you be okay?
No. So
Wild.
my thing is
I tried.
I can
Trying to be a good friend over here.
I can eat gluten
Okay.
as long as I accept the fact that I'm going to be shitting my pants. The
So-
same way,
Lactose intolerant people are garbage.
yeah, the same way lactose intolerant people, but I won't die from eating gluten. Whereas if I had celiac disease, I would need to go to the hospital constantly.
Okay.
Now, and this is late onset. This is like
So I want to
and-
argue with
and-
you right now.
Hey, you're talking to someone who's allergic to fucking fruits and vegetables.
yes. So when I was growing up,
That's because you're a pussy.
I didn't
Oh.
have this. I did not have this allergy.
Because you just don't accept them into your life.
I didn't have a gluten allergy growing up. Everything was fine. I never stopped ever eating gluten because gluten's in nearly everything that you eat. And over time, all of a sudden, I started bloating more, burping more, having more diarrhea, having more issues with my body, and I took the
That's 'cause
23
you
and
don't believe in Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
As your savior.
I took. So do most of Americans, Nick.
Facts. That's not true. 60% baby.
And
Except for the Jews and everyone else.
so I did 23andMe, and 23andMe said you have a high chance of having celiac disease. And I was like, all right, like that's interesting because I thought I was.
That is a high percent.
But
No, just
Oh.
like agreeing with it. Like, that is a high percent.
I thought I was like lactose intolerant, and so I stopped doing milk and dairy and stuff.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, you're like, what do I have dairy with? Cereal, sandwich with bread. Everything has gluten. Everything I would have lactose with, I would have gluten, and I was going lactose free, and still having issues. So I went in and got tested. I do have a celiac intolerance, and there's the reason why is genetics and DNA. There's and like kind of like as societies like fucking I've lost the word going forward in human as a
Evolution?
human being evolution. Yeah. So as my personal
that thing that's a lie.
you goddamn
As the world is 4,000 years old.
Catholic.
I'm kidding. I'm not a young Earth Christian. I promise.
But as my own personal evolution is going forward, I have become susceptible to celiac disease, and it's genetic, and I have an issue. And you sit there and you look at the things, and almost everything has gluten in it. And to get non-gluten things, it's a pain in the ass or costs double the amount. And I go, I only have diarrhea. Like, I can live with diarrhea. And I sit there and I'm like, maybe if I keep having it, maybe I'll become reaccustomed to it like I was when I was a child and didn't have these issues.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
It's not how that works. But the fact that I miraculously started having this issue and never stopped my diet of what I was eating and just all of a sudden became allergic to gluten is a pain in the ass. And now I'm accustomed to a way of living and a way of eating, and I'm not going to stop having a sandwich. Which is what keto helps a lot because way less.
So keto is a short.
Diet.
But
it cures.
I thought you just meant for epilepsy.
keto.
I mean, it helps
like,
well, no.
epilepsy.
So
I was
keto-
like, what a
keto
wild
help-
thing to say.
Keto helps me.
Keto is an epileptic diet. Fuck them.
Keto does help me a lot because it does because the base.
So keto helps a lot of people because you rip carbs out of your life and you run on fats.
Yeah,
but the second you stop,
is you balloon.
Well, not even that. You just congrats. Welcome back to carbs and how those work. Any aspect of life.
But I kind of like when I buy things, I buy keto friendly things. They still have some.
Low carb is still like okay.
Yeah.
Well, they still have some gluten in it. But here's the thing: the difference between French fries and bread is high because French fries don't have gluten in them.
Yeah, but also like.
But if I buy something that's keto friendly, that really doesn't have that much gluten in it. So that's how I like
make French fries without being a fucking idiot. Grab a potato, dude. That thing has like 100 calories.
I love potatoes.
Per like 200, like two potatoes.
Human beings can live off of potato and butter for the rest of their lives.
Grab a potato. Grab a potato, weigh it, and add that shit into a fucking calorie like tracker, and like add it. You can have like 3 potatoes and have like 200 calories. And you could probably cut out fucking gluten.
Technically, I'm not really allowed to. I'm afraid of. There's so many things that I would have to completely cut because it's not like I'm intolerant. I'm just sensitive to gluten. So
yeah, you're a pussy about it. Yeah.
Whatever I put in, I'm okay. Like I don't like.
Why are you
Rice has some gluten depending on the rice. Rice has gluten in it, and
have you taken the gluten out?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
I also don't.
But like everything has most things that are carb related have some kind of gluten in it. I don't want to stop having carbs. I also will kill myself if I only have to eat potatoes.
To this when JT comes on because I think I can talk him into it because that guy's my coach. I pay him a stupid amount of money a month. He can
stupid amount of money.
He can come.
I refuse.
You do pay him a good amount of money.
I refuse to pay people a lot of money when I have a gym that's completely free to me. And
I could go to Planet Fitness for $10 a month and get kicked out within 2 seconds.
That is true.
I can also go to Anytime Fitness.
What I would ever want to do is like be like, here's $100, make me a workout plan for the next 6 months, and leave me alone.
No.
So I don't have the money to pay for a person. I'm okay, and I have a buddy who sometimes will just give me free stuff anyway as a personal trainer. Oh, on Thursday, so this is gonna date this episode. On Thursday, this past week, the Bruins and another, I think Edmonton, 3 fights, 15 seconds of game time. 15 seconds of game time. So at 10:04 left in third period, gloves dropped. Fight happens, guys go in the box, everything's fine. Then, 15 seconds later, off the face-off, or not off the face-off, so play happens, 15 seconds later, in-game, fight happens again, and it's fucking amazing. And then, literally the next puck drop, before 1 second even clicked by, in-game, off the drop, 4 fights. 3 fights, 15 seconds in-game. It was amazing. It was the coolest fucking video I've ever watched. Anyway.
Sorry, I don't know what else to say to that.
We've recorded for over 45 minutes on this episode.
I say that those were good. They have to understand that now we're back in person. We go back to our original saying of it's just a conversation that you're a part of now. Congrats to everyone else.
Yeah, we were supposed to record for 2 hours. We're at over 3 hours.
So that's fine. They said he had to leave by 4, so.
Okay. So, everyone, thanks for coming on. And we don't care about Nick, so I'm gonna hide. Bye.